So, guys, join me as I design this. So, earlier this afternoon, Daniel reached out to me saying, we need a design for Pastor Wisdom. And yeah, he sent me some pictures, and I chose two out of three that he sent. And this is how it's going. I got my background, the picture, and everything. And as you can see, the whole process is already going on. Honestly, I had nothing in mind that I wanted to achieve. But one thing that's certain is when I open this PixelLab, I just go. I'm like, Holy Spirit, help me. So this is it. And now I have my style of designing, and that is what I am implementing here. Yeah. At this point, I didn't know what I was really doing. I was just doing what I was doing. Anyways, yeah, I turned on do not disturb because of the recording, so that you will enjoy everything. Well, as you can see, sorry, ignore the noise in the background. As you can see, yes, so I'm trying to achieve something here, erasing that aspect because I didn't want it to be too visible on the face of the celebrant. Yay! Okay, so here's what we have, and our logo, of course, has to be there. Discipline. So he's our pastor, one of the pastors, one of the youth pastors in Discipline. And I wanted to just do something very simple. So, and that is why we have what we have here displayed. I'm sure everyone as a designer, as long as you're a designer, you agree with me that font choice process is one of the but font choice process is one of the very, very, very critical aspects when it comes to your design process. So this is what I settled for. I've never used this font in my in any of my design, and I tried using it, and it turned out really nice for this. Readable, bold, giving that vibe. Well, yes, that title has to be there, Pastor, in case some of us. And yeah, I love using Gotham. It's one of my favorite fonts. And so PST is short for Pastor. When the text is too small in PixelLab, it tends to do this thing. And I was trying to know where was the best place to place that part. I was not really feeling it there. That's why I shifted it back to where it was. And yeah, that's how we have that. Sorry about that. So the next that we have is the happy birthday. Now, this one was a bit of a struggle trying to know where to fix it. I wanted to settle for that place, so but uh anyways, let's continue and you would see how it ended up looking. So I decided to try this particular style. Believe me, I don't think I've tried this style before in any of my designs, but I said let me try it. The idea was to just put a happy birthday behind. Yeah, that was the idea initially. Just that one happy birthday line and all. So I brought down the image so that I'll be able to take that one up and see how it will look. Well, that's not what I ended up doing. So let's just trust the process and continue watching. So here is what we have. I brought down Pastor Wisdom's face. I'm so sorry, sir. Okay. So here's what I did. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, and I was satisfied with this one. So now the idea was to do a faded, use a faded, a faded white gradient. But as I turned on the gradient aspect and I clicked that particular one I used for the square. It turned out perfect for that particular side. So I just stick to it. And the date. This one too. Almost gave me some kind of headache, but it's not really a struggle. So here's what I like doing. So you're going to see both when it comes to the color choice, placement of the square with the whatever on top. It was draining, not even almost draining. But let's see the result. I didn't use that gradient anymore. So let's see what happened. Nah, purple on top where we are seeing orange and the rest. Okay, so this is what we settled for. Having to put no contrast, so that's I changed it to white. So I wanted to put it in a way that, you know, would just give me something. It just there's this feel I like my design to have. I don't know why I was using that shape, by the way, just how I design. So yeah, I took it up, placed the date there, and yep, had to add some kind of, you know, you understand what I mean. And so the intention was to use a stylish font here. So the percentage or the measure for the use of font here was to have the one that I used for wisdom to be the bolder one, and Gotham to be to take, let's say, 30%, then, or let's say 40, then the We Love You Sir, the one I used, the stylish what I used for that, took 10. You can see I just used it there. And that is what we have for Pastor Wisdom. Tell me what you think about this design.